So when we look at people who are edentulous or are about to become edentulous, and you're looking to provide them a tooth replacement option, you have your removable option, which today is predominantly a locator OD secure kind of solution. And then you have your fixed solution, like a screw retained solution. And I think that there is an opportunity for us to have a clarification in the marketplace as to where these really come into play. So let me explain. If you have someone who has an abundant amount of bone, they're obviously a candidate for implants. They're obviously a candidate for a locator denture solution, a snapped-on denture solution. And they're also a candidate for a screw retained solution, right? So you go, okay, you might be thinking, okay, this person is a candidate for everything, and they are. The difference is that when that bone starts to melt away, so you have someone who's been edentulous for a long time, or they have regions that they've been missing teeth for a long time, and the bone is melted away over that period of time, the bone volume becomes a little less, which means that they're not a candidate for a denture. In other words, if you've got someone who doesn't have enough bone for a good denture, then locators are not a good option for them. And this is where people go, wait, what do you say? So let me say it again. If you have someone who's a candidate for a denture that you could make a good denture on because they have a volume of a thick ridge and there's enough to get retention and resistance with your denture on that ridge, then they're a great candidate for locators because the locators are going to make it even better. The problem people think is that locators are a substitute for screw retained if you don't have as much money for the patient. The patient doesn't have as much income or money to invest in their smile. And they're not. And here's why. Locators assist a good denture and make it better. Locators do not assist a bad denture, hardly at all. So what ends up happening is you put 2 implants in on the lower ridge on someone who's got a knife edge ridge who has a bad denture, and it doesn't stay in position very well, and the patient comes back 1,000 times, and I mean 1,000 times. You go, doc, it's not really much better than it was without the implants, and they're not happy. And the reason is that the decision to give them that solution was a poor decision.